Hello, I'm Jared Wolfe, Director of Capital Markets at Kingsbarn Realty Capital. I'm joined here today by Phil Mader, Chief Investment Officer at Kingsbarn Realty Capital and President of Kingsbarn Capital and Development. Today, we're discussing one of Kingsbarn's newest development projects, the Affinity at Three Springs. Before we get started, Phil, would you tell us a little bit about your background and experience in development?
Yeah, sure, Jared. Hey, first of all, thanks a lot for having me here to talk with you and discuss my favorite project, Affinity in Durango, Colorado. Real estate investment development, that's what I've done my entire career. Been at it for 28 years. Most recently, the last 14 years, I was at BlackRock and I ran BlackRock's U.S. land and housing strategy and their U.S. residential opportunity fund. And 5 years ago, Jeff Pori, my business partner, and we came together to form Kingsbarn Capital and Development.
Great, thanks, Phil. Jumping into the project, the Affinity is a 162-unit ground-up multifamily development. Can you tell us a little bit about the Durango, Colorado market and what made you guys select this market for the project?
Yeah, so the Durango market is in need of multifamily rental housing. That is the number one thing here. The vacancy rate for multifamily is less than 3%. There hasn't been any new product built in a substantial way for several years. The unemployment rate is under 3%. People have jobs here, but they can't find a place to live. And that's exactly what we're going to come to solve. We're going to provide that much needed housing.
Durango is a very diverse and growing economy. To that extent, what makes this a prime market for Class A development specifically?
So Durango is a great market. We really like it for a lot of different characteristics. As I've mentioned, strong demand for multifamily apartments. I said earlier, unemployment less than 3%, vacancy for apartments less than 3%, high household income here of $97,000, highly educated workforce. Home prices here are very high. Average home price is $895,000. And also, there's a lot of different industries here. There's energy, there's the hospital, there's a university, and there's tourism. So we like this market for a lot of reasons, but the number one reason is multifamily rental apartments are needed.
You mentioned the hospital, Mercy Hospital, which is the largest hospital in the Four Corners. Where is our project in proximity to that?
So our project, Jared, it's right across the street. And I'd love to show you a photo of it. We were just out there a couple weeks ago and took a photo of where we are in construction, but we are smack dab across the street from the hospital. That hospital employs 860 people and they want to grow it. Had several conversations with the CEO. He explained to me their number one impediment to growing that hospital. Like you said, it's the largest hospital serving the four corners of the United States. The number one impediment to growing that hospital, he said, is a lack of housing. So I think there's a real opportunity here for us both to benefit. The hospital's going to have brand new Class A multifamily right next door. The doctors, nurses, technicians will be able to stay at. And I think it's going to, benefit us obviously because those people are going to be coming and living in our community.
Yeah, sounds much needed, and I'm sure they're very excited for the project to get completed. What is the status of the project? Being right across the street, I'm sure that they can see us out there working every single day.
Yeah, absolutely. So just to kind of a refresher, we bought the land, we entitled it, we did the plans, we pulled the permits, and last September, we started the grading underground utility work. Right now, we're finishing up the foundations for all the buildings. So by the end of March, we're going to have all the foundations in, and then we're going to start framing in April. We've made a lot of progress out there, and it's ideal time now to start framing in the springtime.
Yeah, definitely. So GC contract, is that a GMP contract?
GMP contract for all the construction, fully bought out. We know exactly where our costs are. As a matter of fact, this product, we just built it in Carson City, Nevada at the Marlette. And so we're building the same product. We know this stuff inside and out. The product over there, the Marlette, was really well received and it's 100% leased up. So this is really just a rinse and repeat.
Yeah, as you mentioned, 100% leased. People were very interested in those as soon as the units became available. What is the timing to these units being available?
We're going to start framing, I said, in April, having our first move-ins within 12 months. Project will be completed and fully leased within 24 months.
And similar amenities to the Marlette?
Yeah, similar amenities. Durango is a very outdoors kind of a environment. People love getting out there, whether they're hiking, biking, skiing, whitewater rafting, kayaking, doing lots of different things. So we've geared the amenities around that. Great fitness center, clubhouse, outdoor areas for people to gather and barbecue and relax, tot lot for all the people that have all their various outdoor equipment, kayaks and bikes. We have that storage for that, and we'll have a bike tuning facility. Durango is one of the most pet-friendly towns in the nation, and a lot of people have pets, and the pets are pretty important to them. So we have a dog park. We're also going to have a pet spa in this project. We did that in the Carson City project, and it was really well received. So there will actually be a pet spa as part of this as an amenity for our residents.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I mean, sounds like a really great place to live and a unique opportunity for investors to invest in a project that's been de-risked from the entitlement and permit perspective. Speaking of investors, how soon can investors invest in the project?
It's immediate. We are open for investment right now. This is a great time if an investor wanted to learn more about it or have a meeting. We're available, and this is the time.
Well, Phil, sounds like a really great project. I really appreciate you sitting down with me today and answering some questions.
Thanks for the opportunity to talk to you about Affinity, and we just think it is a great opportunity to come in and build some much needed multifamily housing, and it's a great investment opportunity also. And behind us here, this is Durango, Colorado. It's just one of the most beautiful places on earth.
Couldn't agree more. If you guys have any interest in investing, please be sure to reach out to your Kingsbarn representative.